Ever wondered about the effects of narcissism on our lives and relationships? It's a complex subject, rife with intricacies and layers that can be difficult to unravel. Narcissism, in its essence, is a personality trait marked by an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, but it's far more than just a case of inflated ego. It can have far-reaching implications, impacting our relationships and interactions in profound ways. This video will shine a spotlight on the strategies that narcissists often employ, from creating dependency to exerting power dynamics. We'll delve into the ways in which narcissism can manifest, the tactics narcissists use to maintain control, and the impact this can have on those around them. First, let's talk about creating dependency. Narcissists may feign incompetence or perform tasks poorly, forcing others to step in. This creates a dependency on them for certain tasks or responsibilities, giving the narcissist a sense of power and control. Next, we'll explore how narcissists can undermine confidence. By consistently demonstrating incompetence or making mistakes, they can make others doubt their own abilities, thereby exerting influence. We'll also discuss gaslighting, a tactic where narcissists cause others to question their own perceptions and reality. They may deny or downplay their mistakes, shift blame, or distort the truth to manipulate the situation in their favor. Then we'll examine how some narcissists seek validation by playing the victim or exaggerating their struggles. This can elicit sympathy and admiration, reinforcing their sense of importance and superiority. Maintaining control is another key strategy. By appearing incompetent or incapable, the narcissist can control situations and relationships. They may use incompetence strategically to avoid responsibility, delegate tasks selectively, or manipulate outcomes in their favor. Finally, we'll delve into how narcissists exert power dynamics. They may use their perceived superiority or expertise to belittle or dismiss the contributions of others, reinforcing their sense of entitlement and control. Understanding these strategies is the first step in recognizing and dealing with narcissistic behavior. It's essential to establish boundaries to protect ourselves from manipulation and abuse, so let's dive deeper. To understand this better, let's delve into the first strategy, creating dependency. Creating dependency is the first step in the narcissist's playbook. Picture this: a person deliberately doing tasks poorly or pretending they're incapable of doing them altogether. This might seem like simple incompetence, but it's often a calculated move by a narcissist. They are creating a situation where others feel obligated to step in and take over, building a dependency. This isn't about being unable to perform tasks, but rather about gaining a sense of power and control over others. By appearing helpless or incompetent, they subtly manipulate those around them into feeling needed, into feeling indispensable. And so, a dependency is born. The narcissist has successfully made themselves the center of attention, the central figure that everyone else must revolve around. This is their stage, and they are the star. Now that we understand how dependency is created, let's move on to how narcissists undermine confidence. Undermining confidence is a cunning tactic used by narcissists. By consistently demonstrating incompetence or making mistakes, they are able to subtly shake the foundation of self-esteem in those around them. Picture this: a narcissist, like a puppet master, manipulates the strings of incompetence, causing a constant drip of doubt and uncertainty in the minds of their targets. The aim? To cause others to question their abilities, to feel insecure, and to second-guess their own competence. This is a psychological game of chess, with the narcissist always thinking several moves ahead. They use this strategy to gain an upper hand, to exert influence, and to maintain a sense of superiority. It's a chillingly effective method, as it often happens so gradually, so subtly, that the person on the receiving end may not even realize what's happening until their confidence is eroded. This leads us to the next strategy: gaslighting. Gaslighting is a powerful and deceptive strategy of narcissists. This psychological manipulation tactic is often used by narcissists to make others doubt their own perceptions and reality. Why? Because it makes them easier to control. It's like this. Imagine a narcissist fumbling with a task, making mistakes, and then denying those errors ever happened. They might insist that you're remembering things wrong, or even accuse you of making the mistakes. They distort the truth, twist the narrative, and before you know it, you're questioning your own memory, your own sanity. In this way, Narcissists use their own incompetence as a weapon of gaslighting. By denying or downplaying their mistakes, they create a fog of confusion, making others question their own judgment. This is not mere forgetfulness or a simple misunderstanding. This is a calculated move, an intricate dance of deception designed to manipulate the situation in their favor. This brings us to how narcissists seek validation. Narcissists are known for seeking validation from others. You see, some narcissists have a knack for turning their perceived incompetence into a tool for garnering attention. They might portray themselves as the victim, or embellish their challenges to a point where it's almost theatrical. This is not an innocent call for help, but a calculated move to draw sympathy and admiration. They play on the natural human instinct to assist those who seem to be struggling. This allows them to reinforce their sense of importance and superiority, feeding their inflated ego with the validation they crave. It's like a twisted stage play, where the narcissist is both the tragic hero and the director, controlling how others perceive them. However, this tactic is more than just attention-seeking. It's a manipulative strategy that exploits the empathy of others, using their goodwill as a means to an end. On to the next strategy: maintaining control. A narcissist's ultimate goal is maintaining control. This control is often maintained by strategically appearing incompetent or incapable. Now, this might seem counterintuitive. After all, how can someone gain control by showing incapability? Well, it's a crafty trick in the narcissist's playbook. By seeming incompetent, a narcissist can dodge responsibility. "Oh, I'm just not good at this, can you handle it?" This way, they're not held accountable for the outcomes, especially if things go south. Narcissists also use incompetence to delegate tasks selectively. They might claim they can't do a certain task, pushing it onto someone else, thereby controlling who does what. Lastly, they may manipulate outcomes in their favor. By acting helpless or confused, they can steer situations to suit their objectives, while avoiding blame if things don't work out. It's a sneaky way to maintain control while deflecting accountability. This leads us to the final strategy: exerting power dynamics. Exerting power dynamics is the final piece of the puzzle. Imagine a chess game, where every move is calculated to maintain dominance. For narcissists, their perceived superiority or expertise isn't just a trait, it's a weapon. They use it to belittle, to dismiss, and to overshadow the contributions of others. It's as if they're saying, "You may be good, but I am better." This superiority complex can manifest in different forms. They might undermine your achievements, highlighting their own in the process. Or they may criticize your ideas, only to present them as their own later. It's a calculated game of power, where the narcissist always wants to be the king or queen. They believe they're entitled to control, to superiority, and they'll use every trick in the book to ensure that. With this, we conclude our understanding of the strategies narcissists use. Remember, recognizing these tactics is the first step towards protecting yourself from manipulation and abuse. Let's recap the main points we've discussed. Narcissism is a complex personality trait, and individuals with narcissistic tendencies can employ a range of manipulative tactics. One such strategy is creating dependency. A narcissist might feign incompetence or perform tasks poorly to make others feel obligated to step in and take over. This dependency then gives the narcissist a sense of power and control. They might also use incompetence to undermine the confidence and self-esteem of those around them. By consistently getting things wrong or making mistakes, they can make others doubt their abilities and feel insecure. This tactic allows them to exert influence over others. Gaslighting is another method often used by narcissists. They use their perceived incompetence as a tool for gaslighting, causing others to question their own perceptions and reality. They might deny or downplay their mistakes, shift blame onto others, or distort the truth to manipulate the situation in their favor. Narcissists may also use incompetence as a means of seeking attention and validation. They often play the victim or exaggerate their struggles to elicit sympathy and admiration, thereby reinforcing their sense of importance and superiority. Many narcissists maintain control over situations and relationships by appearing incompetent or incapable. They may strategically avoid responsibility, delegate tasks selectively, or manipulate outcomes in their favor, all while deflecting accountability. Feigning helplessness is another common strategy. Narcissists often exploit others' sympathies and generosity by pretending to be incompetent or helpless, which elicits caretaking behavior from others. Finally, narcissists may exert power dynamics through incompetence. They may use their perceived superiority or expertise in certain areas to belittle or dismiss the contributions of others, reinforcing their sense of entitlement and control. It's important to recognize these behaviors and establish boundaries to protect yourself and others from manipulation and abuse. Remember, knowledge is power. Protect yourself and others by spreading awareness about narcissism. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.